Hey everyone, welcome back to today's podcast. It's great to have you here with us today. Now let me ask you a question. How often do you think about your happiness? I mean, really think about it. Sometimes it feels like happiness is this big, far-off thing, right? But the truth is, there are actually small, simple things we can do every day to bring a little more joy into our lives. So today we're going to talk about just a few ways you can be happier, starting right now. All right, let's dive right in. 1. Practice gratitude. Now, if there's one thing you can start doing today, right after this podcast, it's practicing gratitude. And no, this isn't just about saying thank you out of habit. It's really about looking around and seeing the good things in your life. I get it. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing to be grateful for, especially on those hard days. But think about it for a second. Even if it's something as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning or a cozy bed to come home to, recognizing these little things can make a big difference. When we focus on what's going right, it helps shift our mindset from all the things we're worried about or wish were different. Here's a quick way to try this. Just jot down 3 things you're grateful for each day. It could be in a journal, a note on your phone, or even something you say out loud to yourself. Do this every day, and you'll start to notice that your mood lifts little by little. Give it a try, and let me know if it helps. Number 2, connect with the people you care about. All right, here's another thing that's actually super important. Making time for the people who make you feel good. Relationships, good, healthy relationships, are a huge part of happiness. Think about it. When was the last time you had a great conversation with a friend or family member? Didn't it feel good? We're all so busy, right? But happiness really starts to grow when we make time to connect with others. Even a quick text or call to check in can make both you and the other person feel valued and loved. It doesn't need to be a big scheduled hangout, just a few minutes to let someone know you're thinking of them. Try this out today. Reach out to someone. Maybe there's someone you've been meaning to call or catch up with. Shoot them a text, give them a quick call, or even plan a time to grab coffee. Those connections don't just fill up our social calendars, they fill up our hearts too. 3. Move your body. Okay, now, this one you've probably heard a million times, but it's true. Exercise can actually make you happier. And I'm not talking about running marathons or hitting the gym for hours. It's just about getting your body moving. Studies have shown that physical activity releases endorphins, which are chemicals that boost our mood. So even something as simple as a 10-minute walk can lift your spirits. And hey, who doesn't feel better after a little fresh air? Here's what you can do. Next time you're feeling a little down or just stuck, go outside, take a quick walk, or dance around your living room if you want. You'd be amazed at how much better you feel. Don't overthink it. Just get moving and let your body do the rest. 4. Do something kind for someone else. Here's one of my favorites. Doing something kind for someone else. Sounds simple, right? But it's true. Acts of kindness don't just make the other person's day. They can make your day too. Think about a time when you went out of your way to help someone. Maybe you held the door for someone with a lot on their hands, or you gave a friend a heartfelt compliment. How did that make you feel? Pretty good, I bet. So here's a challenge. Do one small act of kindness today. It doesn't have to be big or complicated. Hold the door for someone, compliment a coworker, or pick up coffee for a friend. These little moments of kindness not only make others feel good, they help us feel more connected and happier too. 5. Spend time in nature. All right, who here likes being outside? It's incredible what just a few minutes in nature can do. There's a reason people say things like getting back to nature or recharging outside. Nature has this amazing way of calming us down and helping us feel grounded. Even if you're not a big outdoorsy person, you don't need a lot of time in nature to feel the benefits. A simple walk in a park, sitting on a bench and watching the trees, or even just standing outside and breathing in the fresh air can give you a boost. Try this. Take a break and spend 5 minutes outside today. Feel the sun, listen to the birds, or just take a few deep breaths. Sometimes we get so caught up in the busyness of life that we forget to enjoy what's right around us. 6. Limit your screen time. Now let's talk about screens. How much time do you spend staring at a screen each day? Whether it's your phone, computer, or TV, screen time can seriously drain us. Too much of it can actually make us feel more isolated and less happy. I know, it's hard to unplug, especially since we rely on screens for so much of our day. But taking small breaks from technology can give our minds a much-needed rest. Here's an idea. Set aside a little screen-free time each day. Maybe it's the first 30 minutes of your morning or the last hour before bed. Use that time to read, journal, or just relax. Try it out and see how it feels. You might be surprised at how much lighter you feel. 7. Try mindfulness and meditation. All right, here's a habit that might sound a little out there if you've never tried it. Mindfulness and meditation. But hear me out. This stuff works. Being mindful or present in the moment can help us focus less on what's going wrong and more on what's happening right now. Meditation is one way to practice mindfulness, but you don't need to sit cross-legged for an hour. Just a few minutes a day can help reduce stress and make you feel happier overall. Give it a try. Take 5 minutes right after this podcast to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and just notice how you're feeling. Don't judge yourself or try to change anything. Just be present. It might feel strange at first, but with time, this can become one of your favorite habits for happiness. 8. Embrace growth and learning. Finally, let's talk about growth. Happiness often comes from a sense of progress. When we're learning new things, overcoming challenges, or achieving personal goals, it gives us a sense of purpose and accomplishment. And no, I'm not saying you need to take on huge projects or go back to school. Even something as small as reading a few pages of a book, learning a new recipe, or trying a hobby can give us that feeling of growth. Here's an easy way to start. Try learning one new thing today. It could be a fun fact, a new skill, or a creative project you've been meaning to try. Take it slow, and remember, every little step toward growth is a step toward happiness. All right, those are a few ways you can start bringing more happiness into your life every day. Remember, happiness isn't about huge life changes. It's about the little things we do daily to feel more connected, peaceful, and grateful. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe and share this episode with someone you think could use a little more happiness too. We're always here to help you live your best life, one habit at a time. Until next time, keep smiling, keep growing, and remember that happiness is a journey, not a destination.